Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's start now, okay? For who doesn't know me yet, I already see some people who already know me, who are acquainted with my methods and with my approach. Allow me to present myself initially. My name is Gian Carlo Zazzeri, but just call me Gian. And I am mainly a metaphysicist, a shaman, and holistic counselor. And what are we going to talk about today? What are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about a method which I consider my child that I'm offering to humanity to help grow, okay? And my little born child, which is called transcendental quantum Reiki, that people are invited to embrace and to cultivate and to grow all together. And it is a very innovative particular method based upon energy healing. Yes, some of you here who hasn't ever heard of transcendental quantum Reiki may be questioning themselves, why Reiki? Well, it may be a method like Reiki then. I've already done Reiki. I've already learned the traditional Reiki. I've already learned the angelical Reiki. So it must be another Reiki very similar to what I've learned before, but it's not really that way. And I will explain why, the history of this method before going forward, just to remove, let's say, the misconception upon this transcendental quantum Reiki name. Initially, it was called transcendental quantum healing. And I already taught it in different localities around the world, like Australia, USA. I've started to bring it to Dubai. And I've noticed that most of my students were from Reiki schools, especially in New York. They were already Reiki masters. But let's remove some confusion upon this. You don't need to be a Reiki master to enter the course of Transcendental Quantum Reiki, because it is a totally new method, like access bars, for an example, okay? So it is open to anyone, even without energy healing experience, because it is a way that teaches us to open up our channels in a very simple, powerful, and safe way to convey energy and to become multidimensional portals of the infinite possibilities of the universe and project this energy, which is the energy of the infinite possibilities of the universe, towards other people who need to receive this energy, okay? To receive a healing and a reawakening process. That starts from the person who receives the energy, that starts from the practitioner itself, which is a reawakened person. Well, I was teaching it in New York, and there were these students of mine. They said, and they noticed from level 1, I was already teaching level 2, they noticed from level 1 that their capabilities were furtherly more amplified. The results were faster, and they were and the results were permanent as well. They were really becoming life changers. Why? Because the concept of this method isn't a question of healing anymore, but it's a question of reawakening people. Once people are reawakened, they enter the awareness that they don't need healing anymore, because the word healing is based upon, I feel, let's say, there's something wrong with me, okay? I have inner conflicts. There is something that is really deeply wrong. And why? Because I have this vision of myself, because I am living on false concepts. I have grown up according to false concepts of society. I was educated in a way to lose the vision of my divine perfection. So Transcendental Quantum Reiki puts us back into the vision of our divine perfection, where we realize that through this reawakening process, we don't really need healing. We are already perfect the way we are. We are remembering who we are, and all this concept of feeling victimized for some sort of past or unresolved past issues, for an example, is just an illusion. We have been lying to ourselves for all these years. Why? Because Transcendental Quantum Reiki puts us to the vision of the divine perfection of who we are as pure spirit, and irradiate this light through our soul. That means enlightening our soul to provoke then a totally new mindset, that then emerges from the subconscious, that then affects us on the physical level of life. Okay, it affects us on mental level, it affects us on physical level, and it affects us throughout our everyday life in the terms of the law of attraction. Okay, why? Because we are going back to our authentic state of being. So it is a question of reawakening. This is the next step. Anyway, let's go back to these Reiki students. They were all satisfied. They were so amazed about how they were evolving. And one stepped forward and said, listen, we consider this the natural evolution of Reiki. Why don't you put the word Reiki into the method? And I said, no, I don't agree on this. Because, of course, the name Reiki has been used in so many ways. And this is a totally different method. It has nothing to do with Reiki. So keep practicing. It's out of discussion. Anyway, while the students were practicing, okay, in the classroom, there was the photo of the founder of the traditional Reiki, Usui, okay, Mr. Usui. I like to call him Mr. Usui. And I was sitting in front of that photo. And since from my childhood, I had the capability to go into trance and to channel spirit guides, okay? And now it happens less on an occasional, it happens less because I have the capability to control this, let's say this gift. When I was a child, I was out of control. I couldn't control this gift. I used to go into trance and I used to convey messages from spirits, and then I used to come back again. It happens now when I want it to happen. Anyway, I was right in front of the photo and suddenly I started to feel the photo becoming a very powerful magnet. And the room was becoming cloudy and all the students were like shadows in a cloudy room full of mist. And I was starting to have shivers and goosebumps, and I thought, okay, I'm starting to receive a message from someone. What's going on here? And I went into a deep state of trance. And then I felt a breeze of the air coming from the photograph and a hand touching my shoulder in the end. And I turned around and I saw this figure, and his name was, and he was Usui. He was the exact person in the photograph. I looked at the photograph, I looked at him, and I said, "Ah, you are Usui?" "Yes," he said in Japanese. And he told me clearly, "Why don't you listen to these students of yours, which are even my students in a certain way? They have learned my traditional method. Why don't you put Reiki into this?" And I said, "Why should I do this? Because I'm not teaching Reiki." "Yes, but we have to understand that the times change. Everything changes in time. Nothing is the same as it was yesterday. And nothing yesterday is the same as it was last year. Everything changes in time. So this is evolution. So why don't you consider it, of course, the evolution of Reiki? Something new, something totally different. But Reiki has evolved into something new, like a butterfly coming out of the cocoon." And I looked at him and I said, "Okay, I have to think about it. I have to think about it," because I knew that if I had put the word Reiki into it, it would have created some sort of controversy, okay, in the holistic environment. And he just went away. I was still in trance, and the students were all waiting around me because they finished their practice and they were wondering what was happening. "Gian Carlo, are you okay?" Because when you come out of an experience like this, you know, you need time to come back, okay? And they brought me a glass of water and I told them what was going on. And in the end, they insisted so much, and I had a great big headache, and I said, "Okay, let's put the word Reiki into it." And from there, transcendental quantum Reiki came out in the end. And I never decided to change the name ever again. And that's why, okay, just to remove any doubt. Now, this method works on 3 principles. It is the result of my years of experience, okay, as a metaphysicist, and channeling information. And it is based on hypnosis, okay, where you put a person into a deep state of relaxation where the person is totally opened to receive this energy. So in this course, you will learn the principal step of hypnosis, how to guide a person into a deep state of relaxation. You will experiment it online somehow, okay? It is based on the principles of sacred geometry, because transcendental quantum Reiki is based upon the core principle of a geometrical figure which resembles the meaning of life, the meaning of the universe, the multidimensional meaning of who we are, and the very matrix of time and space, which is called the Metatron cube. If anyone doesn't know what the Metatron cube is all about, it is even called the Merkaba of life. Merkaba means vehicle of light, okay? So this method, well, arrives from two particular spiritual guides that have been guiding me since my childhood. Why the Metatron cube? The Archangel Metatron is my guide since my childhood. And why sacred geometry? There is a very famous ascended master that many people don't know that uses the Metatron cube because he was an antique alchemist to keep himself young, to keep his lifespan very ongoing in a very long way. He reached a very old age, but in a very healthy way. And he used to use this knowledge, and there's a part of this knowledge in transcendental quantum Reiki, where we are going to work with the ultraviolet ray of the Archangel Metatron. And his name is the Count of Saint Germain. Okay. I can clearly say that I have been using this method on myself from the age of 40, because from the age of 40, I've started to channel the basic principles of transcendental quantum Reiki, but I didn't know how to teach it. And now here I am at the age of 50, and it seems that time has somehow slowed down. Okay. And I've noticed the same thing in my previous students and in many other people who have started to understand this type of approach. So what does this mean? When you become a transcendental quantum Reiki practitioner, you will learn the principles of sacred geometry. You will learn the mystery of the Metatron cube, called the Merkaba of life, its meaning, or its partial meaning, to tap into the awareness of our multi-dimensional self that makes us become portals of pure, infinite light and peace. This infinite light and peace that I like to call the divine singularity. Okay, that divine singularity which is in the very center of all of existence. The spirit that many like to call Allah, Manitou, God, Goddess, whatever, but it is the simple, pure energy of unconditional love and peace. Let's call it in a modern way. Let's try to find the modern concept, the quantum concept, singularity, and put spirituality into it, divine singularity. This fantastic, infinite energy that makes us beings of light without boundaries, of infinite possibilities, to make us understand that we are on sacred geometrical terms, the infinite encased in infinite spaces. And how to tap into that infinite energy that encases itself in infinite spaces called dimensions, which is the divine singularity. This is us, okay? This is life. And it is encased in, and you find it within our hearts, within a very particular chakra, which is called the higher heart chakra. This is where the mystery is embedded. It is a chakra between the throat and the lower heart chakra. The higher heart chakra, the most mysterious of all chakras that encases the divine singularity. This is where we have our Metatron cube. This is where we have our divine Merkaba, to learn, to understand, to activate, and to make us become living divine portals of infinite possibilities and ambassadors of light and peace, where we learn to become masters of ourselves, which is the first thing, and we reflect this self-mastery towards other people, to invite other people to be reawakened out of their, let's say, spiritual amnesia. This spiritual amnesia, which is a distorted vision of time and space that gives us a distorted vision of ourselves, thanks to society historically, which is epigenetical. And this distorted vision of ourselves is helpless people bound to become ill. They only see themselves on their physical aspect, but where is the divine singularity? Where is the spirit? Where is the infinite part that snaps us out of this illusion, the matrix? So transcendental quantum Reiki is hacking the matrix, is breaking the matrix. And that's why it is a method of a new era that conveys us in this transitional time to a new vision of ourselves, which is a new vision of the world. Okay? Anyway, where was I? This divine singularity, we have it here. It is in the center of our cells on astral level. It is in the center of the molecule of the genes of our DNA. It is in the heart of the molecules of the genes of our DNA. It is in the hearts of the atoms. It is the very heart of the universe. And we have it here, okay? And yes, what are we going to do? We are going to partially experiment this method. We're going to take a baby step, okay? Through a very simple principle of sacred geometry to make us understand how we can feel the heart of all of creation right here in this sacred space of ours, to make us understand that this is who we are, and how to irradiate this infinite energy to make it end up in the very center of our hands and to manifest it in between our hands like the very, very beginning of the universe, this pulsating heart of infinite possibilities. And feel it, touch it, and then make it work on ourselves, make it go wherever it has to go, on our chakras, okay? And even deeper, it may even work deeper because this modality of work goes far deeper, okay? This is what we're going to do. We're going to experiment this, okay? But initially, what I would like to explain is the principle of what we are going to do. We're going to work with the pyramid, okay? We're going to manifest an etherical pyramid all around to convey the energy from above and make it manifest in our higher heart chakra. Convey the whole entire energy of the infinite above and make it manifest here. And then we will expand it throughout our shoulders, throughout our arms, and it will end up in between our hands. And we will see this miraculous energy and we will feel it. We will experiment this, okay? Are you all fine with this? Yes? Have I been quite simple until now? Does anyone have any questions? No? No questions at all? Okay. I can say, oh, someone has a question. Okay. Yes, Kat, if you have a question, you can even unmute your microphone. Okay. Do you have a question? Or it's just yes, 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 you're ready for the experience? I don't understand because I see you writing there. Ah, you're ready for the experience. Okay. You can't wait. Fine. Anyway, how are we going to experiment this energy? Let me explain the first principal part of the Merkaba of life. We are going to work only with the first part, okay? Because during the workshop, we are going to go deeper. The first part of the Merkaba of life is the four-sided pyramid. And let's go into the meaning first to understand how it works. Why four sides? Because the four-sided pyramid represents the nature of our actual universe made of four-dimensional forces. Light, sound, time, and space. And there is the point of the pyramid that represents the divine energy of the spirit, divine singularity, that comes down and unifies those four-dimensional forces called light, sound, time, and space to provoke what is known to be the Big Bang, the creation of the universe with its empirical expansion through the holographical illusion of time and space. So we are going to provoke this astrally within ourselves to understand how it works.
Okay. Hello, I just want to ask something. You said sound, light, time? What exactly the four?
Light, sound, time, and space. Okay.
Great. Okay, thank you.
Let me make a drawing to simplify things. My terrible drawings, okay? Here we go. Light, sound. Oh, the pen isn't working. Okay, well, forget about the drawing. This is the base of the pyramid, okay? It's a terrible drawing, a really, really terrible drawing. My students already know about my terrible drawings, right? Someone is already doing this. Light, sound, time, space, spirit, unification, manifestation, expansion. This is the principal function of transcendental quantum Reiki, and this is the principal function of how the universe works on quantum level, okay? Have I been clear on this? Very good. Okay. Are we all ready for the experience? Very, very good. I've channeled a particular meditation for this first baby step, okay? So all you have to do is just follow my initial guidance. Have total trust, relax, okay? This is a very, very beautiful moment. One other thing I would like to explain. A transcendental Reiki practitioner in time opens up their channels. And the amazing thing is that the more you practice transcendental quantum Reiki on people, the more you see the origins of their issues coming out. Because you are generating a certain energy in between your hands that manifests itself as the Merkaba of light itself. And it goes into the existential matrix of the people. It works on soul level, it works on astral level, then it works on physical level. But you may even capture images coming out. This is what the Reiki, transcendental quantum Reiki practitioner sees. So in time, the transcendental quantum Reiki practitioner becomes psychic as well and shares certain experiences of how the energies has worked to people, on people, okay? So this is a very, 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 very important thing to understand, okay? To understand where the student goes, in what direction. For an example, when the energy goes onto soul level, I see past lives coming out, and I see past lives dissolving away in the very structure of the Merkaba that goes and works on the person. When the structure goes more onto biological level, it goes onto the DNA level, and I start to see even epigenetical issues coming out, unresolved issues from the past generations. And this is an example that what can occur as well, okay? So yes, it's quite amazing. And I believe that every single student can reach this level. We all have this capability, okay? Anyway, are we ready for this experience? Are we all ready? Very, very good. After the experience then, if you are interested in the online course, because only level 1 can be taught online, while level 2, level 3, and level 4, because it is made of 4 different levels, can be taught only as a group in person, because it is a very particular method. So I have only permitted to teach level 1 online in the end, where we will learn even a very particular modality to let's say, create very powerful quantum distant healings. We will learn how to use the Merkaba of life as a vehicle of light, expand it all around, warp time and space, see time and space distorting itself all around, and create a dimensional portal to go into the place where you are needed. And from there, do transcendental Reiki right on the spot, in the place where the person is relaxing, for an example. It is very powerful even to cleanse environments. You can do it on animals. You can send your light wherever it's needed. So this is included in the online package, okay? Because according to the times that we are living in, we should really understand what distant healing is all about and understand that distance is only an illusion. Okay, I just wanted to add this before the experience to clarify the modality. Okay, while level 2, yes, the physical presence is important because in level 2 there is applied kinesiology to tap into the subconscious mind, to dig out all the hidden unresolved issues within the person, where transcendental quantum Reiki adapts itself to the kinesiological test to go more on a surgical level, where various frequencies that are perfectly adapted to these hidden unresolved issues arrive and dismantle these hidden unresolved issues, okay? That can be emotional issues, for example. Level 3 is more on holographical level, where we will start to understand how to convey our consciousness on a microscopical level to enter the holographical structure of the person and to explore the astral body, to explore the soul, and to see even past episodes coming out, and to be like a time traveler, sending out light where it's needed. This is an example of level 3. Level 4 is holographical quantum surgery, where you will learn to use the Merkaba as an environment, as a very powerful reawakening environment, and in this environment, divide the various energy parts of the person, divide the physical from the soul, divide the soul from the astral, and work separately on these levels, okay? Where you will have your personal spiritual helpers in this case to help you out, and this is level 4. Level 1, yes, is very consistent in its own way, but level 2, level 3, and level 4 have to be taught on the spot as a group, okay? That's why. I just wanted to clarify this before the experience. Are we all ready now? Very good. Okay. If you want to put some relaxing music on the background, you can do so. Because I don't want to put any music from here, because then I realize that it can become a disturbing sound for someone who listens to it from the other side. So if you have any relaxing music, like classical music, meditation music, you can put it as well on a very low volume. And that way you can listen to this music and I will guide you through this process, okay? I'll just give you some time to put some background music if you want to. Otherwise, it's okay without music, just follow my guidance. Are you all ready now? Ready to begin the magic? Very good. What I would like you to do is to stay possibly in a seated position. This is the ideal position for this type of meditation, okay? And keep your hands like this, parallelly, one in front of the other, even on your knees, okay? Don't keep them like this, not necessary to keep them like this because the arms can get tired, but keep them on your knees, parallelly, one in front of the other. Otherwise, you won't be relaxed, and at the end of the meditation, your arms will become like the arms of Vin Diesel or Schwarzenegger. So now keep your hands in front of each other on your knees, okay? Now keep your eyes opened, and you will close your eyes only when I tell you to do so. Because it is very important to bring in oxygen into your blood cells, into your brain, before closing your eyes, because this facilitates the neurons to calm down the mental activities of the brain, okay? So now put yourself into the position described, keeping your eyes open and just looking in front of yourself, imagining yourself in front of the horizon of a very calming ocean. And set your intent to relax every single muscle of your body. Relax the muscles of your arms, your legs, your shoulders. Relax your facial muscles, Now, I'm going to count until 5. 5 is the number of divine connection. Remember, light, sound, time, space, and spirit. It is a number that is recognized by your subconscious to connect you magically to your authentic self, to the whole. And each time that I count, you will profoundly inhale and exhale. And only when you hear me say 5, you will take one last deep breath, inhaling profoundly and exhaling. And thereafter, you may close your eyes and relax. Just drift with ease and grace into a profound state of relaxation. So 1, inhale profoundly and exhale. 2, inhale profoundly and exhale. 3, inhale profoundly and exhale. Still keeping your eyes open. 4, inhale profoundly and exhale. 5, take one last deep breath, inhale profoundly, exhale and close your eyes and relax. Relax. Relax with ease and grace and let yourself drift away. Following my guidance, trusting my guidance and hearing my voice like the voice of a spirit arriving from the wind of autumn. A gentle breeze caressing your heart, caressing your mind. Making you feel more and more relaxed. With each breath that you take, where each breath that you take is also like the gentle breeze of the wind, entering your mind, blowing amongst the branches of your tree, your inner tree, which is the neurons of your brain, where all the thoughts accumulated during this day, week and months, are like dust being blown away from your breathing, from the breeze of your breathing, blown away from the neurons of your brain, like dust blown away from the branches of a beautiful oak tree, rising towards the sky, passing through your crown chakra, and disappearing in a night sky full of stars. And now, imagine yourself relaxing and breathing under this night sky full of stars, millions and trillions of stars. You can see the Milky Way passing over you. It is the pathway to the heavens, the pathway to spiritual enlightenment, traced within your soul, And imagine yourself gently seated in the center of a magical lake, so transparent, like a mirror, gently hovering above the surface of this lake. And you can see how the cosmos above, all those stars and the Milky Way is reflecting itself on the surface of the lake. And you clearly understand that what is above is also below. Remember the words of Trismegisto. What is above is also below. And you are in between two skies. And just relax and contemplate in this magical place, in between the universe above and the universe below. This magical place which is called the infinite realm, the realm of infinite possibilities. No time, no space. And imagine around you a magical pyramid made of crystal, four-sided, where each side represents the four-dimensional forces of life. Light, sound, time, and space. And the point of the pyramid is the catalyzer of the divine energy of your infinite self, the infinite cosmos. That infinite self that binds these four forces together to create and manifest life the way you know it to be and the way you don't know it to be. Because life is multidimensional. The universe is multidimensional. Feel this crystal pyramid generating rainbow colors, the colors of creation, the colors of your soul. And focus your attention towards an area in between your throat chakra and your lower heart chakra, which is the thymus. And start to see appearing in the very center of your thymus a bright white star expanding into golden and silver rays. This is your infinite self. This is the divine spark of life. This is the divine singularity. God, Allah, Manitou, peace, love. As it is within you, in your thymus, also known as the higher heart chakra, the heart of the cosmos, the heart of the whole. It is within the hearts of the atoms, planets, stars, galaxies, the universe, universes, and beyond. This is you, in your infinite greatness and magnificence. And since it is a divine singularity, and it is there, sitting within you, in its human level of existence, making you the way you are, feel how it starts to attract itself from the infinite above. Feel a gravitational pull within you from that light, and start to feel the infinite energy of the sky above, the universe above, coming downwards through your crown chakra. You're attracting all the stars, you're attracting galaxies. Feel the universe coming down through your crown chakra. Because your divine singularity on human level of existence is attracting itself on cosmic level of existence. And all those stars above, all the cosmos, the infinite cosmos, its energy is conveying itself through your crown chakra, through the point of the pyramid and coming down through your crown chakra, vortexing, resembling the shape of a DNA, the cosmic DNA, and converging to your luminous divine singularity within. And start to feel this energy building up within yourself. Yes, now you are starting to realize how you are truly an infinite quantum being of light, of infinite possibilities. Now you are starting to realize that you are the creator, going far beyond the false conceptions of who you were in the past. A little baby step, of course. And feel this energy building up and start to feel your divine singularity within and see it pulsating more and more. Because this is the heart of creation, beating, pulsating, contracting and expanding, and feel your body becoming transparent like crystal. All the energy frequencies of your cells and your DNA are rising, and you are feeling so, so, so light as the feather of the wings of an angel. And you feel that this energy has to be expressed, should be irradiated somehow, should expand. So now, take one deep breath as the universe breathing. And breathe out and feel this energy now expanding sideways like a supernova, an act of creation, of infinite possibilities, of bright white, golden and silver light, together with stars expanding throughout your shoulders, throughout your arms. Feel this energy conveying to the very center of the palm of your hands, building up more and more and vortexing more and more, more and more. We can feel it, giving you some sort of tingling sensation or a sensation of heat or freshness. Give yourself time to feel it. Maybe you can feel it as a tingling effect because this is electromagnetical energy. The principle of creation is based upon electromagnetism, for which all the dimensions convey. Feel it building up and contemplate this state of being at the same time. It is all a question of contemplating and receiving and conveying, contemplating, receiving and conveying in this state of peace. And now start to feel the energy conveying itself from the center of the palm of your hands to a point in between your hands, like gravity waves of pure bright white, gold and silver, and stars like sparks, conveying to a point in between your hands where the divine singularity reappears as a bright white star with golden and silver rays, expanding, expanding, and going all around your hands, creating a field, an energy field even around your hands made of pure primordial electromagnetism. You can feel this energy pulsating between your hands. And it's like somehow holding a very powerful etherical Tesla ball. And why not start to move your hands around this energy? Caress it. You are caressing the very heart of the universe, which you are projecting from within, in between your hands, that has come from above. You are caressing a newly born child of infinite possibilities. Be delicate. You are caressing the mirror image of your infinite self, the very origins of time and space. such a beautiful and magical moment. And once you get acquainted with this elevated state of being and how to convey energy, just let this energy guide you. It is the super consciousness as well, which means a higher level of intelligence, which is you operating on yourself, on your higher level of intelligence, which is multidimensional. It already knows everything about you. But this is you, your multidimensional and infinite self that already knows everything about yourself. And let this sphere of energy of infinite possibilities go where it has to go on your body. Pass it on your chakras, for an example, starting from the root chakra upwards, and breathe with this energy. You are the eternal breath of this energy. Feel this energy contracting and expanding its light throughout all your chakras while you are passing it on all your chakras, one after another. Take your time. You know where your chakras are. One after another. It knows where to go. And be this light breathing. This is the first baby step of quantum level of awareness and taking care of yourself. And while this happens, all the rainbow light of your soul is around you, generated by this crystal pyramid, caressing you, caressing your mind, and caressing every single cell of your body. There is no rush, because there is no time and space in this experience. If you can't see, just feel. Important is feeling. Learn to feel, and then you will see. Maybe you may see issues of the past just dissolving and evaporating away amongst the stars of the universe through this divine singularity. Which can even be considered the most powerful transformative black or white hole. Let's call it a white hole. Vacuuming away all the unresonating issues and evaporating these unresonating issues towards the stars. And whenever you feel that the process is done, bring that beautiful bright white star with golden and silver rays in front of you. This divine singularity. And imagine inside this divine singularity a person who needs this light. A circumstance. And once this is done, send it up towards the cosmos, towards the universe as a blessing, knowing that It will be a magical star which will shine upon the soul of who needs it, for the people who needs it, for the circumstance that needs it. And show your gratitude, knowing that this light forever shines within your thymus and forever shines throughout the whole. And once this is done, you can just relax your hands on your knees and let's start to take deep breaths together to come back into the here and now. With these deep breaths, you are feeling your lungs breathing, your physical lungs breathing. You are hearing the sound of the external environment, which is bringing you back into the here and now. You are feeling the connection with your feet to the ground, the energy of Mother Earth, conveying through your legs to your first chakra to anchor you into the here and now. And at the same time, you are feeling your connection with the farther sky, giving the sensation of your spinal cord pulled upwards and downwards, which is divine connection. Move the fingers of your hands and the toes of your feet, and let's take one last deep breath with a nice You can open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face. Let's just remain for an instant in silence, in company with the sound that comes from some sort of unmuted microphone that has accompanied us back into the here and now. It has arrived at the right moment. Okay. Just a moment of silence to honor this moment. Silence of gratitude. And here we are, back again. Okay. So, how was the experience for everyone? Would anyone like to share their first baby step of transcendental quantum Reiki? You can unmute your microphones if you want to, okay? Would anyone want to share the experience before saying goodbye? And does anyone have any questions to ask? And I'll be very, very happy to answer the question or channel the question, let's say.
Who's me? Gian Carlo. Oh, I just thought of that. God. Yes, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. No one wants to share their experience, or is it okay the same?
I don't know.
It was good, Jan.
Yes.
It was good.
It was lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's really
beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was really amazing.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
I thank you all for your participation. Each one of you are a blessing for me. And when I receive a person at my course, it's a soul and it's a blessing for me, okay? And all I can say that if you're interested in the online course, it has the duration of a weekend, and it starts the 12th of June, and it ends the 13th of June. 2 days and timing is from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Okay. We will have even moments of pause, okay, moments of rest. Okay. And it is an intense weekend, even online. You will really get to understand how time and space is an illusion and how we can break this elusive barrier even doing this distant level 1 course, okay? And if you want to make an inquiry, of course, for level 1, you have to write to the Illuminations Wellness Center, which is in Dubai. They will organize it. And the email address is info@illuminationsworld. Have you got it? ILLUMINationsworld.com. Okay. And you can even telephone them at this number, which is +971 04 448 7043. And you can tell them, I want to do transcendental quantum Reiki. Who's the one doing this? We don't have this course at Illuminations. What? Anyway, you contact them and they will give you all the details and the pricing, and there will be surely an early bird discount, okay, for who books right now in this period of time, an early bird discount. So I really hope to see some of you, or maybe all of you.
May I say something?
Course.
May I?
Yes.
Hello? Yeah. Bye. Bye, everyone. I would like to say that this experience, it was beautiful because I did all with my third eye. It was completely open and it was really filtered by blue light.
That's very good. That's very good.
I had the beginning of opening the third eye now with you. Since the beginning, you start speaking. I really felt the beaming, let's say. Okay. And then in the deep state, it was really, wow, beautiful. Thank you.
I'm very, very happy to see this. This is a very beautiful blessing indeed.
Yeah, it was. Thank you very much.
Thanks the spirits.
Yeah, I know. Thank us.
In particular, Metatron and the Count of Saint-Germain. These are the two that have brought this knowledge.
I know, I know.
Yes? Who wants to share? Gulcher. I can't hear you. You have to unmute your microphone, Gulcher.
Thank you so much. It was an amazing experience. I have experienced the Merkaba meditations before, but this was just something on a very, very high level. And the way my chakras expanded during the energy passing through, I've never felt them throbbing so powerfully and so much of expansion, especially the root chakra and the heart chakra. And yeah, I could not feel my body at all during the whole process. I usually am very uncomfortable sitting cross-legged for too long, but I was sitting on a chair cross-legged. I don't know for how long, but until the meditation got over, I was not able to feel anything. And later, my pinpricks and my legs were gone completely stiff. So I wasn't here, I think, but the experience was amazingly beautiful. Okay. Very, very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
You had a very, very nice astral projection of the consciousness through the experience. Yes.
Yes.
And this is just the first baby step to understand the Merkaba. We were just working on the first form, which is the pyramid, of course. So you can imagine what the rest can be. Yes.
True. But it's very difficult to come back then to reality so soon, and you know, you don't want to come back to the state.
Yes, I understand the feeling, but you know, we all come back in the end. Mother Earth is like a very powerful magnet, and she always comes back. She always calls back her children in the end.
Totally.
Thank you, really.
Okay, you're
Thank you
welcome.
so much. Lot of gratitude. Thank you.
Thank
Well,
you so
I'm
much.
grateful for all of
Thank
you.
you, Jan.
Yes, and what can
I'm
I say?
grateful for my friend Harshita who introduced me. She's been
Harshita,
talking about
yes,
you a lot, and yes.
yes. She's a very, very good student, and I've got a very good student here as well. She is Laura. Hello, Laura. Nice to
Hi,
see you.
hello.
You're never fed up of me, are you?
No, it's always a pleasure.
Okay.
I get the luck to see you and keep this. Thank you,
And
Jan.
I've got many, many students and witnesses that have undergone the course, and they have lived very profound changes in their lives. And yes,
Jan, eventually, the second and so on courses, where are you holding them?
Well,
I
let's say that I hold them in different parts of the world, but mainly in Dubai lately, okay? So level 1 is online, but level 2, level 3, and level 4 is in Dubai, principally, okay? In Dubai. And I may even have a refresher of level 1 for who wants a refresher of level 1, of course, okay, when I'm back in Dubai. Because I usually run refresher courses, of course, very quick refreshers for who's already done the various levels as well. Because, I really care about my students. I'm very, very precise on things. And especially through this method, we really have to be very, very serious and precise on this method as well. Okay, so every student is like a child that I have to look after if they need me, okay? And yes, what can I say? The seminar is over, but the energy will still continue to flow.
Okay.
You may have strange dreams of extraterrestrials and aliens. No, I'm only joking.
oh, why not? Yes.
I never get those.
You will dream. No, you will sleep very,
They're
very
our brothers.
and sound and comfortably. Okay, so no worries. Okay, if you have these encounters, they will be only good encounters, because once your vibrational frequency is elevated, you can only have good encounters, which are the projection of your subconscious. Because how we are from within, we attract around us, of course. Okay, so very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure.
It was my pleasure as well. So
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Bye,
And
everyone.
see you on
Bye.
my online course.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Take care
You
of it
too.
as well. All of
See
you.
you soon.
Yeah.